Hey guys, yours here. Just making this video here off of Unwell. Been trying to do my due diligence to get my friends and family members into prepping. So I don't know, like it seems like majority of the people I'm talking to are on board with what I have to say. But it's also been brought to my attention that a few of the people that I've talked to, the reason why they don't want to get into prepping is because it's expensive, and I can understand, I can totally relate. I mean, I don't know. It took me a few months and lots of money to acquire the stuff that I've acquired, and I can completely understand. But this video here is to give out options for the beginning prepper or somebody who is, like I said, just looking into getting into stockpiling your own food. So we're gonna bring up some options here. All right, so you can go with a very, very, very basic, rudimentary option here. Oh, forgive me. So, knock stuff down. So, all right, so go with rice and beans, staple foods. You'd be surprised how much of the world actually just eats just these foods alone. Like I said, there's a reason why they call them staple foods. So, rice, beans. Also got, if you want to be a little bit more healthy, you can also go with the brown rice option. This is a 3-pound bag of rice picked up at Aldi's. This is like $1.32. Okay, just saying, not bad. Not a bad deal for something like that. Beans are a little bit more expensive. This is a 2-pound bag of dried pinto beans. I want to say this is probably about $3. Same place, buy them at Aldi's. I mean, you can also buy stuff at Walmart too if you wanted to. This is a little bit more expensive of a rice. Like I said, it's organic, brown rice, whole grain, but it's got a little bit more nutritional value, like long-term nutritional value, than this enriched white rice. I got more fiber. The carbohydrates, they don't metabolize as quickly as the enriched rice, because anything that you buy, it says enriched on it, like in terms of like grain. That just means that your body's just gonna automatically use, it's not going to be able to differentiate it from a sugar, so it's instantly going to metabolize. I mean, that could be both a good and bad thing. It really depends on your body type and your metabolism. Like if you're like me, you've got a really slow metabolism, that could be a bad day. So just saying. You can go with that option. Another thing consider too, when you're looking at stockpiling and prepping, you might want to consider stockpiling water. I mean, this isn't the best option to go with, but unfortunately, I've got a whole shit ton of these. Forgive my language, but that's just the way I am when I talk. I got a whole crap ton of these waters. These are 89 cents at Walmart. Highly suggest buying these. But I mean, with this 1-gallon jug of water paired with the enriched rice, the whole grain brown rice, and the refried beans, my bad, the pinto beans, you're not even you're probably looking at less than $8 for all of that. And like I said, relatively cheap. Sorry, my bad. I'm like completely scatterbrained right now. Do not quote me on this. I don't remember the exact math, but I believe it takes like 120 pounds of rice. 120 pounds of rice is enough rice to feed one person up to 1 year. So, I mean, you think about it, it's not an insane amount of money to feed somebody. I personally wouldn't want to be stuck eating nothing but rice, so that's why I like to have other options here. Another option you can go with canned food, traditional canned food. I got different kinds of canned meats. I mean, you also have canned vegetables and fruits too, but I didn't grab any of those, off my shelf. I just grabbed these. Canned meat. Tuna, relatively cheap. Canned turkey, a little expensive, and also a little bit hard to find. But like I said, you also got your canned corned beef and all that stuff. Canned chicken breast, a little bit more expensive than tuna, cheaper than the turkey. But another option there. And then here's the much more expensive wrap. MREs. I said you can go with MREs if you want. Not saying you can't. The problem with going with the military grade MREs, such as this, they are expensive. They're incredibly hard to find at your traditional stores. Most stores, they actually can't sell these legally. For legal purposes, they can't sell these because they're considered government property. I mean, it's even stamped right down there, U.S. government property, unlawful for commercial resale. So, go figure. But I've seen these on Amazon going for like $80, $90 and some change per case. I actually picked up a few cases from, like I said, my local commissary here on base. It was like $101, so not entirely bad. But like I said, I've seen them as expensive as like $15 a meal. I said this one was $8, so not horrible. The downside to going with MREs is that they are calorie dense, which could also be a good thing too. But they're dense in calories. They've got pretty much your day's worth of fats, sodiums, and sugars, and whatever else. So they're really meant to be one MRE. It's really meant to be one MRE meal per day per person. So another thing to consider too when you're looking at stockpiling, prepping. Oh, forgive me. All right, as I was saying before I got interrupted. So other options you might want to consider adding to your preps is medical supplies. All these, like I said, I managed to get all this stuff here from Dollar Tree. I love the Dollar Tree. Great place to get cheap, but moderately good medical supplies. Like I said, you get your Band-Aids, your bandages, aspirin, anti-diarrhea, just in case those MREs that you buy don't agree with your system, and antacids, just in case anything you eat doesn't also agree with your stomach. Relatively cheap. So, like I said, there's no reason why you can't prep. Like if you are that low, and like I said, and I should say, if you are that far into poverty that you can't spare $1.32 for a bag of rice, you might want to reevaluate your spending habits. I mean, because I understand, like I said, things are expensive, but there are a lot of people out here nowadays that they've got to have the latest and greatest gadget or the most fancy pair of, shoe, tennis shoe, freaking like Michael Jordan, freaking Nike tennis shoes. It absolutely baffles me. Why would we want to spend our money on that? Why you'd be willing to spend like $300-$400 on a cell phone or $150 on a pair of shoes? You understand how much food you could buy with that money. You don't need the latest and greatest freaking piece of technology. I mean, I'm running with the same piece of shit cell phone that I've been running with for the last 3 years now, and this is a BlackBerry ripoff, and it's a no contract, prepaid phone. So, like I said, options. Wanted to present them. You guys have a good day. Diorson, I'm out.